Hello and welcome to this video of my latest project. I haven't had too much time to spend on my railroad hobby lately, but that doesn't mean I haven't done anything. And my latest creation is this Arduino based display sign that has the Dutch Railways, the Nederlandse Spoorwegen, the CTA sign or the departure sign. And it is era 3 to 4 and it is originally a flap display. And I had to have some help writing the sketch for this, but so far it looks pretty promising. So what I have here is I have an Arduino Uno version 3 board, USB cable hooked up to my Surface, and then I have a 160 by 80 digital color display. This is a generic one, but I think the original one is from Adafruit, but that's what I've been working with so far. This is the Arduino sketch. I tried to figure this out by myself, but in the end I had to enlist the help of a freelancer. I am using the Frutiger font, and we have the colors in here, and then we have the different graphic designs of everything, and we have the variables for what kind of train it is, what platform it's on, and where it is headed. So as you can see, this would be a train that is departing Enkhuizen. The time can be adjusted. It is a sneltrein as opposed to a stoptrein. It's going to stop in boven Karspelflora, Hoorn, Purmerend, Zaandam, and then the end destination is Amsterdam. It's going to depart from track 2, the track number and the time and the kind of train and all the intermediate stations and everything can all be adjusted. So for instance, if I wanted to have this train end up in Station Sloterdijk, I would go in here, take out Amsterdam, and put in Sloterdijk. So after it finishes compiling, it uploads, and now we're headed for Sloterdijk. So this display is 160 by 80. It obviously has limitations. The font size of this lettering is 5 pixels, and so I do not have enough space to put the Flora behind Boven-Karspel or CS behind Amsterdam, and before it becomes just completely illegible. The size of the board, of the display itself, is actually pretty close and realistic to the sign as it was in real life. There we go, we're back to Amsterdam. But now we have a stop train. I can also change the time, and there we go. The size of this display is, say, 21 millimeters, which is just slightly bigger than the real size, which was 1800 by 788. So from a 187 scale perspective, it's actually pretty good. The outlines that are visible are just out of necessity. I wanted to distinguish the signs from the background itself, and in the photos there's simply a color difference between the white flipboard and the slightly off-white background, but due to the limitations of this, I had to make it gray like that. And then the little dots that you can see right there, those are the hinges of the split flap display, which I thought was a pretty cool addition. So when I started doing this, I found frustratingly little information online about how to accomplish this, which is why I had to get some help getting the sketch done. But later on, as I kind of figured out what was going on and everything, I found that there is a person in Germany who actually makes these ready to go with German standard signage. And so this is what he sells. It can be single-sided, or I happen to get the double-sided one, and it is pretty cool. So what this is it's an S2 Mini, and then there's a custom PCB on top of that with this connector. Then this is all one printed circuit board. And then to minimize the space, It has just the display boards on there, no PCB behind it or anything. And then it comes with this 3D printed post, and in the box there is a little, what do you want to call it, a case that would go over this and so forth. And what's really cool about this one is that it has a Wi-Fi connection. So because the Arduino S2 has the built-in Wi-Fi capability, you can connect it, and with this interface that he has, you can change your destination. And there's also a feature where it can actually have the live connection in Germany right now. So that if not really sure how this works completely, but so if I change that to platform 6, apparently that's a real train right now in Germany. So his signage is obviously current era with digital, with a digital display and electronic signs. I'm trying to recreate the old split flap display from earlier days, and there's going to be a difference there. The difference in the font also, because it's digital on the German one, is much easier to replicate than trying to do the NS Sans or Frutiger on mine, but it is still a work in progress. Ideally, I'd like to put my display on his hardware, which shouldn't be that difficult because it is all Arduino based. But I need to work the kinks out of mine first, and then I can see if I can make that happen. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye-bye.